Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by this video. I hope you go ahead and subscribe before you head out. And without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. Today's video is just going to be a first impressions on a whole bunch of different products. So if you're interested in seeing how all the products applied and what my first impressions were, definitely go ahead and keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start right off. I have already started off with my face already done. I primed and applied my foundation, as you can probably tell. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes. I have a lot of e.l.f. products actually, by the way. So this is going to seem like it's sponsored or something, but it's not. I actually bought many of these e.l.f. products like at separate times. Like for example, I bought this when I bought the Jackie Aina palette. I just kind of saw it and I was like, it looks good, let me try it. So this is a liquid eyeshadow. Then I also have this Mad for Matte e.l.f. palette, and then I also have this e.l.f. gel eyeliner. This is actually a brown shade, which typically I don't wear, but I was actually recently inspired by a picture that I seen by Kylie Jenner, and I believe it's for her gel eyeliner. It was a brown and she had like a wing liner, and I was like, that actually looks super good and it would be really nice for like a daytime look. So I picked up the gel eyeliner by e.l.f. and this is in the shade Coffee. So we're gonna see how this works today as well. I'm gonna dip into this mid-tone brown shade because I want like a nice transition, and we're gonna see how this goes on in the crease. Okay, I can see color right away, which is a good thing. It doesn't look like it's super intense, but that's not really what we need. We're just looking for a light wash of color right now, just to transition. And by the way, this look is probably going to be like pretty plain, nothing innovative, just because I'm going to class after this. I'm not trying to look like a crazy person. So this color is building up pretty nicely. It doesn't really look patchy either, so that's also a good thing. I'm really hoping to just like this palette because I don't have a lot of drugstore palettes at all. I probably have maybe one. So far so good. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna build onto that color. So I'm gonna go into the shade right beside it, which looks like a kind of dark brown, like an ashy brown, and I'm gonna just kind of get that into the direct crease. I don't want it to go like above that mid-tone brown shade at all. All right, this is going on pretty good as well. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, e.l.f., I'm liking this. Okay, are you guys seeing this? Like, I'm hoping this looks as good on camera as what I'm seeing like in the mirror here. But I'm actually really liking this. Like, they're blending out nicely. They don't look chalky or anything. I mean, the pigmentation is not like super intense, but to be honest, like, that's not a bad thing. This is pretty damn good. I'm just gonna pretty much take it on the outer corner as well and just make like an outer kind of cat eye look thing. For my eyebrow shade, I think I'm gonna use the kind of two light shades. I'm only gonna take like a touch of this one because it kind of looks like it has like a pink undertone to it, which I don't really want. I'm gonna use this to highlight my brow bone. Whoa, okay. That's kind of more intense than I was looking for, so I'm gonna just blend that out a little bit. And then what I'll also do is just go back in with that mid-tone brown shade. I'm gonna move on to another fun part, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. I think this is the liquid molten. I don't know, I got rid of the packaging. So I'm gonna use this for my lids right here and the spaces that I've left blank. So actually, before I go in with this eyeshadow, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Here it is right here. It's just a clear packaging with like a blue / turquoise lid, and you pull it out and it has this doe foot applicator. So I'm just gonna apply it to my lid. Oh wow, that's pretty. And it feels super cool. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that they named it Aqua, like Aqua Molten or whatever the name is. Like, it is applying nicely with the applicator here, but I just feel like it's not blending out as nice as I would want it to. And I don't want like the hard edges. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try going back in with that more precise brush and a little bit of that brown shade on the edges and see if that will help to blend it out. Okay, that seems to be helping a little bit. And I think I'm just gonna take a little bit more and just place it in the inner part here because I didn't really get in there. I'm just gonna build up a little bit more on the lid because some of it did get blended away. So that's the look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye over here. I'm gonna move on to my brows. I do have a new brow product, and this is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon. I'm so excited to try this out because, as you guys know, if you watch my channel all the time, my holy grail is the NYX Micro Brow, and that's about $10 to $12. But here is this one. It has the spoolie on the one side, which I love. I don't have to go grabbing or looking for an additional item. And then we have the product. The product just dispenses out like that, and I do like that you can dispense it back. Also, I didn't really mention the shade, but this one is, okay, either I can't read or it's just not on here. But I know this is the deepest color. I want to say it's like deep brown or something like that. So I'm just gonna spoolie my brows as normal. So the color looks like it's pretty good, not too gray, which I can appreciate because honestly, I've tried out the L'Oreal, I think it's the Brow Precise. That came out not too long ago and I didn't like it. And I didn't like that simply because of the color. Like, I felt like the color was way too ashy. I want to see the color by itself. And the color on the back of my hand does look like it is a little bit of an ashy gray, but it's not that bad. So we're gonna see how it works on my brows, but so far I'm really liking how it's going on. The consistency is not super creamy or overly creamy like the Colourpop one. And I think this is probably going to be something that I will repurchase just depending on the color. I do like that it has a fine tip because it's going to allow you to get in there and just kind of create micro brows so it doesn't look super drawn on. Okay, so I'm just going to spoolie them out. Right off the bat right now, I like the way it looks. However, I'm gonna see how it looks when I go outside because I feel like usually natural lighting is the best test. A lot of times I feel like we put on our makeup like in all these lights and everything can look great and it looks awesome on camera, but then once you get outside, you're like, oh shit, that doesn't look good. Like, yeah, that was a bad brow day, or yeah, that wasn't a good choice. And before I moved on to my brows, I totally forgot that I have the e.l.f. cream gel eyeliner in coffee. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. So this doesn't seem to be showing up like super intense, and I think that's because I already have like a lot of dark shadow on. And not only that, but it's not that dark of a brown, plus my skin tone as well. Right now I think I'm a little bit more tanned because it's summer. I went to Jamaica for 2 weeks and I got a little bit bronze from that, but I can see it, and I think this is nice for like a daytime look because, you know, a lot of people tend to wear black liner all the time, and sometimes it can look super intense depending on how you put it. So I think this is a good way to kind of switch it up and like do something different. And if you just like a more subtle look, then probably brown is the good way to go. I would probably say maybe for next time I'll get something that's still brown but a little bit darker. Now and move on to some face products. This is the Highlight the Truth and the Taraji Glow blush and highlighter. This is from the Taraji P. Henson times MAC collection. And I'm gonna start off with the blush actually, which is supposed to be called Taraji Glow. This is a beautiful reddish brown kind of shade. So I'm just gonna use a big fluffy brush as normal. And I'm gonna fluff this back into my cheeks. Just as I suspected, it is quite pigmented, so you don't need a lot. It almost has like a glow from within kind of look. It almost looks matte, but it has this very, very slight sheen to it, if that makes any sense. I'm impressed with this so far. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side here. Now I'm gonna move on to the highlight, and this is called Highlight the Truth. I'm using like a fluffy kind of highlight brush. And I'm gonna apply this to the tops of my cheeks and everywhere else I want to glow. This whole collection seems like it's just a glow from within kind of collection because this is a very subtle highlight. Seems like it does have like very, very, very fine glitter flecks within the product, but once you get it on the skin, you don't see it. It's almost like they dissolve into the skin. If you don't like highlight and you want a super subtle highlight, I would grab this. So the next product that I have to show you guys is a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip. It's in the shade Tulips. Also has like a purple undertone to it, which is kind of cool. Okay, so that pretty much completes all the makeup that I have to show you guys. So overall, I think out of all the products that I tried, I do pretty much like everything. The only ones that I can say that I'm a little bit iffy about is the e.l.f. Gel Liner. This isn't a complete flop for me, but on first impression, I guess I just expected that this was going to be a little bit deeper. But that's pretty much all for my first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, we'll see you again. Bye.